Hello, I'm JoAn Radokovich, and I'm principal of the Canadian International School, where we offer a vibrant and cutting-edge program for 2-year-olds through to grade 6 students. Everywhere you look in the world today, you can see that our students have access to technology, even from the youngest students. You know, if you go to a restaurant anywhere here in Singapore, you can see 2-year-olds who are actually interacting with phones and iPads, tablets, etc. So technology is having a huge effect on how we regard technology as a tool for learning, how we can make it scalable in the future. It also has a huge impact on what we know about brain development. It's informing us more about current research. It's informing our teachers more and more. It gives us access to social media, so our teachers are able to engage more in the thinking and the research that is occurring. It's huge from a knowledge component. That's a really good question. I think, and I'm assuming that if a teacher or an educator is currently in any kind of institution, they are keeping themselves current. An educator worth their salt knows that they need to keep abreast of all new trends. So the things that an educator can do is A, engage with the technology, connect with other educators, find professional learning networks, be part of Twitter, for example, where you can actually be current. You can find your own people with similar interests, be involved in personal professional development, connect, share, be open source. We can only get better the more effort that we put in individually and collectively. This is huge. I think we're going to actually be faced with a consideration of values versus fiscal, because we have some competing agendas in the marketplace. And education is definitely going to change as people understand the need for personalized learning, student agency, student voice, making learning relevant to the learner. We're going to see people becoming more aware of the need for balance and well-being, because technology, while it's part of the solution in making education scalable, it's also a little bit of a problem in that we know through research that technology could be creating some other problems, particularly in what it means to be human. We're being very proactive in enabling our educators to have access to the technology. We do two things. We have professional development both inside the school and outside the school, and we create certain expectations within the school. So one example of that I've implemented in the primary school is that all our teachers need to upskill themselves in 2 forms of technology. So that is their choice. And so they have the liberty to figure out what it is that they need to upskill on, but we give them the time and the empowerment to be able to do that. So it's just also the school keeping abreast and keeping connections with people who are thought leaders in education. I have, and I've been really impressed with particularly the keynote speakers, and one in particular which has given me something to take back to my school is Tony Wagner, and he really quite defined something that we're all aware of, is that we're no longer in the knowledge era, we're in the innovation era. And I think that really, shifts the focus of education, and what people in my position, in fact all teachers who are leaders, need to be thinking about. How are we preparing our kids for this innovation era, and what are those skills and what are those bits of knowledge that we really need to be thinking about when we're educating kids right from 2-year-olds right through to higher education.